Hello everyone, it's Curtis Watson back in Fallout 76, and it has actually been almost like 4 months since I've last played this, but luckily I do still remember what I was doing. I have to investigate Morgantown Airport and try to find the Overseer. I remember last video I did that whole like event, like feeding the people I think it was, all on my own, go me. I just have to remember what all I have here. Let's see. Axe, pipe pistol, hunting rifle, throwing knives, Molotovs, a hooked pipe wrench, a 10mm pistol, a snub nose 44, and 2 tomahawks. What do I have in the way of food? How do I... There we go. Look at me. I look fly, if that's the word the kids are using these days. Let me see. What about in the way of, oh, bacon. I like bacon. I got quite a bit of food. I think, though, I had a bunch of, yep, spoiled meat and fruit. I guess I can drop that. Oh, look at all this good stuff I have. I guess I don't need to worry too much about running out of food, because all I need I can make, and that'll be that. If I eat it quickly, it won't go bad. No, I don't want to. How do I pick up the camp? No, that's the wrong thing again. Oh, move camp. Maybe I'll just leave it here for now. Let's just get on with the quest. Where's the map? This button. Nah, not right now. My camp, Morgantown Airport, right over here. Looks like something's going on over there. Let's just get to the airport. It's this way. And then we'll see. Ooh, mutt fruit. And then we'll see what's going down. What's that sound? That sounds like a nuclear alert. That sounds bad. Are we about to get nuked? Oh no! Look! A Scorched Beast! I don't think there's about to be a nuke hit, but better be on the safe side. If a nuke hits, I'm just screwed. And definitely we need to stay away from that Scorched Beast. Alright, well I can tell you right now that that guy is faking. Okay, no, don't use that. Here we go. Hiya! Someone brought a knife to an axe fight. Someone else here. Ah! Where is he?
Hello there.
There he is! Well, that was easy. I'll take your ammunition, sir. Oh, but, I guess I did forget about the Pit-Boy light. You're faking it. And he was naked for a moment there. I don't know why. Oh, more ammo for me. Hey! You, sir! Go away. Oh man, I like this axe. Dead axe. Hello. Oh, I'll take those. Need to find a workbench so I can repair that. Oh, Maria Chavez. Overseer's Log, Morgantown. I used to love coming here on weekends, taking flight lessons. Now it feels like I've walked into a nightmare. These scorched things are everywhere. I kept quiet. They didn't see me. I managed to observe them for a bit. Whatever this disease is, it seems to completely take over its host. The ones that used to be human, eventually they go rigid, like some kind of stasis. And if they stay like that too long, they sort of burn up from the inside out. Vesuvius in reverse. I wondered what could possibly cause all this, and then I got my answer. It swooped down from the sky, screeching, breathing, infecting everything. I don't know how to fight this. But we need to consider all of our options. Even the nukes. We find the source of this Scorched Plague and wipe it from the map before it can leave Appalachia. But first things first, we can't let the disease spread to us. It looks like the responders were developing some kind of inoculation. I'm going to pick up their work. You should too. This is the Overseer, signing off. So if I remember correctly, the inoculation project is in one of these hangars, like on the upper floor, I think. And if not, we'll check and see where it really is. Oh, machine shop. Or bot shop, my bad. Oh, protectrons. Wonder if I can boot one up to help me. That's a screwdriver. Can I repair a weapon here? Nope, just create ammo. Oh, weapons work now. Oh, wait, no! I wanted to repair. Just a modified. Oh, repair. No, shotgun. Repair. There we go. Oh, first aid box. Stim pack. Okay, I think it's up here that I have to go. Ah, laboratory terminal. Let's see. This seems promising. Ah, inoculation project. Folks, I've got some exciting news to share. As you all know, Dr. Hudson has been continuing her research in the lab at AVR Medical. Well, she just reported in to let us know that she's made a significant breakthrough, and it looks like an inoculation against the Scorched Plague could soon become a reality. Let's all keep our fingers crossed and make sure to do everything we can to help Claire complete her work. Our very survival depends on it. Research. Introduction. Those of us struggling to survive in the post-war world face countless threats. The search for safe and sustainable sources of food and water would be a challenge to anyone. But the strange mutated creatures appearing throughout the region greatly increase the danger of day-to-day life. None of these threats, however, compare to the Scorched. To better understand these monsters of the wasteland, I've spent time observing them and gathering information from those individuals lucky enough to survive first-hand encounters with the Scorched. There are still far more questions than answers, but I believe I have made progress in my understanding of these enigmatic and fearsome creatures. Details on specific subjects follow. Scorched beasts. The name conjures terrifying images of huge mutated bats that poison the ground and warp living creatures into deadly thralls. We first learned about the Scorched Beasts from the Brotherhood of Steel, whose soldiers encountered the creatures to the southeast. At first, nobody believed that what they were describing could be real. We thought it was a story giving the Brotherhood an excuse to commandeer our ammo and supplies. We were wrong. I'll never forget the first time I saw one of those monstrosities, black wings against a blood-red sunset. Talk about a reality check. We know far too little about these creatures, but we do know they aren't strictly nocturnal. Yep, can confirm. I saw one in broad daylight just about half an hour ago. But they also seem equally willing to move alone or in small groups, and they're highly aggressive. Worse than that, they're dangerously radioactive, which I believe is an important clue about their origin. If we ever get hold of one for study, I think we could learn a lot about them. Unfortunately, being anywhere close to a Scorched Beast is a near certain death sentence, and not just because of the radiation. I'll cover that more in the next entry. I'd love to give a detailed explanation of what the Scorched Plague is and how it works, but right now we know so little it just wouldn't be possible. Frankly, it's damn frustrating. What we do know is that living creatures that come into contact with the Scorched Beast sometimes begin to mutate. The victim's skin turns dark, almost black, with the smell of ash. Some kind of biochemical process takes hold at this point. Lesions that burn with an intense heat begin to form on the victim's body. The affected creature appears to be covered in smoldering embers. In the case of humans, higher mental function eventually disappears, replaced by extreme, almost animalistic aggression. We call the creatures that are transformed in this way scorched. Needless to say, watching a friend or a loved one go through this process is both horrifying and heartbreaking. Worse, there's almost nothing we can do about it. I say almost because we've been able to gather enough information about the Scorched Plague that we might be able to develop a vaccine against it. That's a huge maybe, but we recently found some equipment at the AVR Medical Center that's in pretty good shape. With the right facilities and a steady supply of Scorch to study, we might just find a way to even counter this terrible disease or possibly even reverse it. Only time will tell. And finally, I hope by now that I've made one point crystal clear. The Scorched are lethal. They are nothing less than an existential threat. If we cannot find a way to defeat them, or at the very least contain them, there's no reason to think they won't spread far and wide, transforming or destroying everything in their path. We don't know nearly enough about the Scorched to develop real tactics. What we know so far mostly amounts to common sense approaches for dealing with any deadly predator. I'll summarize those points below. If you're unfortunate enough to encounter a Scorched Beast, likely because it has decided to hunt you, do everything in your power to keep away from it. If you've got a gun and can find an enclosed space to fire from, that's ideal. Scorched Beasts are too big to fit into small places. Remember that Scorched Beasts emit strong radiation. That, coupled with their powerful bite, should compel you to keep your distance at all costs. If you've got no other choice, you should at least consider using some Rad-X before you engage the creature at close range. Scorched humans are savage and deadly. While their ability to speak is limited, don't think they're mindless. They retain enough intelligence and memory to use guns and other weapons, and they're hostile to just about everything they perceive as a potential threat. Fight the Scorched as you would a raider, albeit one with a deadly plague. Of vital importance is keeping your distance to minimize the risk of infection. Stay in cover when you can, but give ground when you need to. Do not let them get close. I know that's not much to go on. There's still so much we don't know about these creatures. Hopefully it'll help at least a little. This concludes my report. Well, that is a little helpful. What's my next quest? I learned that a responder scientist was developing an inoculation to protect against scorched mutants. The work was being carried out at a laboratory at AVR Medical. Okay, yes. And personal matters. Find the next journal in Vault-Tec University. So yeah, I can make a stop by Vault-Tec University on my way out toward AVR Medical, wherever that is. Is it in Charleston? Oh wow, it's way down there. So yeah, it'll be a while before I get there. I'll probably end up either stopping this video before I set out to that place, or I'll just do like a two-part thing for one video where I'll stop recording for my journey and then cut back in when I'm there and film just the last of it. Either way, let's get back to our camp. Ah, mole rat. I'll take some mole rat meat. Alright, well, here we are at the university. Let's go ahead and check it out. Here it is. Overseer's Personal Journal. 4 years of living, learning, and breathing Vault Tech. Graduating with honors in the Overseer track. Dad was so proud. He came out even though he was already so sick. I must have impressed the right people because I was offered the next available Overseer slot. I'd just graduated. It was supposed to take years. Maybe they knew the war was inevitable. When I learned that Vault 76 was going to be built, I was so excited I jumped right out of my chair and did a little dance around the living room. Appalachia would be safe no matter what happened. And Evan chose that moment to propose, the lughead. He knew I wouldn't say no after hearing the news. He knew me better than anyone. Dad died a few months after Evan and I moved in together. He really wanted to walk me down the aisle. Well, I didn't really get to walk down there either, so I think it's time I went home. I owe Evan that much. I think that's actually gonna be a successful video. I mean, it's kind of slow progress, but hey, it's progress. So I guess, in between what's hit me? Rabid mole rat. As I was saying, I think between videos I will start my journey down to AVR Medical to study Dr. Hudson's research. And when I get close, I will start the next video. Until then, thank you for watching it. Ooh, cats. Rat roach. Okay. We're good. Until then, thank you for watching, everyone. I've been Curtis Watson. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more if you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.